we're Required Gaming, and this is Required Game number 5.
Super Mario Brothers 3.
Doing a Nintendo one this time. Like to
Finally,
mix it
yeah.
up a little bit.
Yeah, we had to figure some stuff out with the whole Nintendo recording stuff, which is fun. So what do we like about this game? Why is it required?
I think it's one of those like staples of what Mario is, and one of my favorite parts about it and why I think it's required is because of the worlds. The idea that you're going to these worlds and each level is based off of that world. They have a theme to them.
Yeah, it's the first Mario that really does that, where you get Water World and Cloud World and
Giant
Giant World,
Which is awesome.
yeah, which is awesome. Yeah.
It's one of the best, yeah.
I also love the introduction to all these different suits that you can kind of wear. The Tanuki suit, which is that raccoon-looking suit that helps you fly. The frog.
I love the
that
frog.
helps you
It's
swim.
so cute.
The Hammerhead brother suit that I wasted at the end of the castle so many times.
And almost anybody that's a gamer can probably trace their roots back to some Mario game. And in the earlier days, 3 was the best.
Yeah, everybody played it. I mean, so many secrets, the whistles, so you could skip around. They were everywhere in the first area. And finding one of them was like, oh, like everybody was talking on the playground, like, hey, did you know if you do this? And you can find a whistle like in one of the first levels.
I think the ships also is something that makes it unique and really fun. They're like
They basically just like the castles in the last game.
Yeah,
Right.
Instead of doing the castles, they do the ships, which is really, really
because
cool.
you get a castle and a ship, right? You get like, well, it's technically one of those little dungeony castles.
Yeah,
in
you
between.
get the castles, but they're like mini bosses that
Right.
aren't anything to really
And then
worry
sub
about.
bosses before your end boss. So it's kind of neat. And I also like the card games and the shops and stuff like that.
Yeah, trying to match up the little spinning shit.
And we also get to meet the Koopa kids, which
Yes.
is awesome. The kids that we don't know how Bowser had them. So we'll figure that out.
You figured that out.
Peach is a cheating whore.
It had a really fun premise that kept you going along it, and it actually was pretty difficult too. At some point.
Yeah, once you get into some of the later levels, it gets crazy hard. But there's all kinds of cool little things that you can find, like there's that level with the boot, and you can get in the boot and jump around on everything. I love that level. That's like the best.
You know how to turn into a statue.
Yeah, you can turn
Yeah.
into a statue.
I had no
with the
idea.
Tanuki
I didn't even know about that.
That's one of the oldest things that nobody knew about.
Yeah, we were sitting here getting footage for this game, and he literally sat here and played from beginning to end in
Yeah.
one sitting.
And we were like, what the heck?
It was a rough time.
It is nuts. It was fun.
Yeah.
And Mario 3 is one of those games that's even fun to watch, like we did, because it's constantly changing, and like with the worlds and everything. And I think that's what keeps you playing it. And that's what, even when you go back, it's fun to travel through.
Yeah, it's a nice, steady incline to the difficulty, too. Like, it starts out very simple, very easy. Anyone can kind of pick up and play it. And then, by the time you get to the end, it's just some real extreme platforming.
And it really raised the bar for other platforming games, too, when it came out. I mean, there was like Mario 2, which is basically just an altered version of another Japanese game, because I guess they thought that us Americans weren't good enough for like the hardcore levels of the original Mario 2 in Japan. Yeah, we couldn't handle it.
We couldn't handle, what were yeah, it was the Lost Levels, but they had the underwater, squids, what are they, bloopers or whatever?
Bloopers!
But they were just in the sky, that was all it was. Like, they had just
no.
bloopers in the sky, and more of the beetle guys were everywhere. That was it.
But 3 like really raised the bar for any platforming game that came after that.
Yeah, I mean, it's Mario 3, and we didn't...
Like, enough said.
Mario 3.
It's Mario 3.
Yeah,
Everybody's played it.
there wasn't another platformer that held a candle to it until Super Mario World came out, which... Will that be a required game? We don't know yet.
But, I mean, even to this day, it holds up on being able to play and be fun.
Yeah, it's some fun. You can just pass back and forth with friends. It's even got the original arcade Mario Brothers on it, so you can mess around with that. And just kind of switching off between who can get the most levels beat with the
Music
multiplayer.
is awesome.
Yeah, the music's awesome. They still use music from that game today.
All the time.
Yeah. It's iconic. You need to play Super Mario Brothers 3. If you haven't, do that.
Yeah, that's why it's required.
That's why it's required.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Cheers.
Cheers.
Well, this is Required Gaming. I'm my Moosey Fate.
I'm Great Offense Mode.
I'm HLC Punk.
You can check us out on Twitter at Required Gaming, Facebook at Required Gaming.
Check me out on Twitch. I'm Great Offense Mode. Very easy to find.
Check out my channel. It's HLC Punk.
Yeah.
If you like our videos, subscribe, like our videos, leave comments.
Yeah,
It helps
please
us out.
subscribe and leave comments. I mean, some people are watching videos, but we're not getting any comments, and we want to know your feedback. So.
Yeah, do you agree
Let
with
us know.
us? Do you
Let
think
us
we're
let us know what
idiots?
required game that we should do next.
Yeah.
Any other top
What
10
you think is
lists.
required. Doesn't mean
Um,
we
Yeah.
did.
Tell us what you think is required, because we want to argue with you.
All right.
Yeah.
Well,
See you next time.
have fun.
he did my thing.
What?
I said he did my thing because I was like,